Hi, my name is Chase Moyer, and I am honored to be Spartanburg School District 3's 2021-2022 Teacher of the Year. I want to say thank you to all the role models that I've had and all the mentors that I've had throughout the past years. Without you guys, I wouldn't be in this position right now. I also want to say thank you to our superintendent, our school board, and the D3 family as a whole. Now, I'm a sports guy, so I have a little quiz for you. What do these four players have in common? I'll give you a minute. Now, maybe you got the first one. They all play or have played football. You might have even gotten a second one. They are all quarterbacks. Maybe you even got the third one. They've all won a Super Bowl. But they all started those years as the backup, the number 2. Whether the starter suddenly got hurt or was playing bad, these guys faced their new role head on and led their teams to a championship. If you don't already know, quarterback is the most demanding position on the field. So even though they didn't feel quite ready at the time, or they might not have felt ready, they saw an opportunity and they ran with it. I was born and raised in Pennsylvania and played football my whole life. During my second year of college, I felt a nudge that it was time to move on from football and pursue an opportunity to move out west for a summer. Up to that point, it was the hardest decision of my life. When I got there, I felt out of place, a bit lost, and unsure what that summer would bring. Well, it led to Yellowstone tours, river guiding, horseback riding, lifelong friends, and my wife, Emily. The next year after graduation and a proposal, Emily and I went back to Wyoming for a second summer and planned to stay indefinitely. Later that summer, I received an offer to teach at an alternative school in Pennsylvania where I interned my senior year. Again, the feelings of being out of place, lost, and unsure crept in. But that year led to some invaluable learning experiences. We later moved to South Carolina and I began working in District 3 and going through PACE. This led to a teaching position at Cannons, where I had the worst first day I think a teacher can have. So again, with the feeling of being out of place, lost, and unsure. But just as the previous experiences played out, I soon became more confident in my role as a teacher and began to grow more and more. Just as I was starting to get comfortable, some of those feelings came back as I was named Teacher of the Year. And just as those quarterbacks might have been thinking when they heard their names called, I thought, who, me? Yes, you. Who's your favorite teacher and why?
I would say my favorite teacher is Miss White because she makes learning fun. Miss Lancaster is a really great teacher because she's really fun and makes learning fun.
Miss Prebles because she would always let us do fun things, and on their grade fun day we stayed outside longer and have more fun.
Miss Jolly because she is cute.
Miss White because she's super nice.
Miss Beasley is probably my favorite teacher because she's a really good teacher and she made learning fun.
Miss May because she's responsible.
Miss Burris because she's really nice and she gives out the most tickets.
Mr. Khan because he pushes me to do my best and doesn't take anything but the best from me.
My favorite teacher is Miss Greenlee because she was really nice and she likes making learning fun.
Miss Holt is the best teacher because she makes learning fun.
I love Miss Smith because she was strict but fun. And Miss Freeman was fun and friendly and kind.
Miss Cookson because she's awesome.
Miss Smith because she always used to do fun things with us and joke around.
It was my second grade teacher. It's because she taught me almost everything I knew and she treated all her students equally.
About a year ago, I heard the term Imposter Syndrome for the first time. Imposter Syndrome is when you doubt your abilities, you feel undeserving, you feel like an imposter in your role. I realized that for a lot of my life, in any new role that I had, I felt this way. Coming to this realization, my mindset immediately changed from that day on. I still get those feelings, but it has helped me to move forward and realize that all my experiences and all the places that I could have ended up and thought I would end up, that I'm here for a reason. And you are too. Those students are our reason. I heard that term again, Imposter Syndrome, listening to a sermon on my way home, just driving in the car one day. And it felt like a nudge that I needed to share that with you all today. So here's a clip from that sermon.
Over the last year, I came across, the whole idea of imposter syndrome. Have you heard of this? And what it means to kind of live with an imposter syndrome? Imposter syndrome it's when you step into something like a new role or something like that, and you feel like a fraud. That's kind of the bottom line. And you live with this sense, this heaviness, this kind of pervasive sense that it's just a matter of time. You know what I mean? Like you step into a new role at work, or you have people looking to you now for leadership and direction, or maybe it's in your home and your kids start asking you tough questions, and all of a sudden you have this feeling like, uh-oh, I'm about to be exposed. I don't know the answers. I don't really know what to do. And you live with this sense like it's gonna be out there, like you're an imposter.
So whether you're a new teacher this year, you're stepping into a new role, or you're staying in the same role, you're not an imposter. You're here for a reason, and you are enough. It's okay if you don't feel ready, and it's okay if you don't have all the answers. Listen to those nudges, and don't be afraid to say yes. So, it's time to get off the bench, off the sideline, and onto the field. Have a great year.